Is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Broonzy, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
She was sharp as a needle, bright as a pin. There was a little bit of Einstein lurking underneath her skin. She was hip to his theory, cool to his rules. She was clear-headed as a swimming pool. She'd recognize your face and your name. Never forgot her umbrella, even looked like rain. A virgin on a genius, perhaps, but sometimes she'd have a momentary memory lapse. She'd say, pass me that thing. I mean the thing right next to that thing. The thing is, it slipped my thing, but I'd do anything to get that thing, yeah. She had more bubble than a champagne bottle. She could small talk with Mr. Aristotle. Similar to Socrates, she was somewhat smart. Knew the complete works of Shakespeare by heart. She could sleep in Latin, rise in French, even brush her teeth in the subjunctive tense. But when those spaced out symptoms started emerging, thank you, lucky star, she ain't a neurosurgeon. Could you be saying, doctor, could you remove that thing? Not that one, the pulsing, veiny, wobbly thing. No, 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 no. The thing is, it slipped my thing, but the lady would feel much better if you snipped on her. Ah, sorry, lady. Yeah. Well, the thread to be said has left her head. Her frontal lobe's gonna hit the road. You will find her mind's been left behind. What I think is on the brink. Her cerebral hemisphere is slightly unclear. The strain to her brain made her thought train wane. But even an elephant forgets sometimes. Yeah. She was sharp as a needle, bright as a pin. There was some Pythagoras underneath her skin. She was hip to his theory, cool to his rules. She was clear-headed as a swimming pool. She was keen as a blade, fit as a fiddle at finding out the most impossible riddle. Shrewder than spaghetti, firm as fettuccine, but those words still escape her like little Houdini. She would say, pass me that thing, what thing? The thing right next to that thing, which thing? The thing is, it slipped my thing, but I'd do anything to get that, get that, get that. Will you pass me that thing, what thing? The thing to the left of that thing, which thing? The thing is, it slipped my thing, but I'd do anything to get that, whatchamacallit, thingamajig, dabba-dabba-dab, that thing, yeah. That thing, yeah. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Horses Sing None of It. We are here again with Zoe Lewis, and I'm Sandy Riley, sitting in for Ralph Litwin. This is our second part of 2 shows with Zoe, and I just can't say how excited I am to be here with her. She's the most energetic performer that I've seen.
Oh.
In fact, I first saw Zoe at NERFA, where we had so many very talented performers, and during the formal showcase, just one great performer after the next. But Zoe came on stage and just lit fire to the stage, knocked my socks off, said, here's something new, something special. And I'm so happy that you could be here with us.
Thank you.
What else do you have for me?
Well, I have all sorts of things. That little song, by the way, was one about being spacey, and I'm sure, are you a bit spacey?
Oh, are you kidding?
Okay. I'm so sorry. I spaced out that you were even standing there. This is Roxanne Layton, who's come to join. You know, I'm spacey, and that's why I have these little things with me, my little jingle bells, because sometimes words fly out of my head, and that last song was indeed about trying to find the right thing, and maybe you're like this too. Maybe you date someone like this, I don't know. But, you know, that was written about someone who lives in San Francisco. Have you ever been to San Francisco?
Yes, I have.
Well, then you will know San Francisco has got all sorts of different areas. It's got the North End, which is the Italian section, and then there's Castro Street, the gay section. There's the Mission area, which is the Hispanic neighborhood, and I rather love it down there. And this song was written on a sofa in the Mission district because I was trying to get to sleep. The mariachis were coming home late, boom boxes, great Latin music, but I couldn't get any shut-eye, so I wrote myself a lullaby. So hopefully, viewers, this will take you there now. I'm finding it hard to sleep tonight underneath that broken yellow moon. City pigeons flutter and kiss on the windowsill of this borrowed room, and the mariachis have long gone away. Just a siren screams down the street. There's a boombox war and an engine's roar, and I'm so sick and tired of counting sheep. So sing me a lullaby, sing me a lullaby. Sing me a lullaby, just a little lullaby. I need a lullaby. Give me a lullaby. I want a lullaby on 24th Mission Street. I've been sleeping on a lot of sofas, been living out of just one bag. I don't need much, but I do need something. I believe it's something that I never had, but I've had a hummingbird in my hand, and I put my name on a grain of rice. If I could be just like Rip Van Winkle, right now it would be very nice. So sing me a lullaby, sing me a lullaby, sing me a lullaby, just a little lullaby. I need a lullaby. Give me a lullaby on 24th of Mission Street. I'm not looking for an earthquake, darling, just a little gentle swaying arms. Hold me near. I want the calm of a city on a Sunday morning. Everybody seems to be far too busy to play. They all grew up, they all grew up, they all grew up, and they left me here. tie your shoes, the lady said. Foggy kisses on a rainy sidewalk. 40 winks never came to town. And I too left the groove to the sounds of Celia Cruz. But please turn the damn thing down and sing me a lullaby. Sing me a lullaby. Sing me a lullaby. Just a little lullaby. I need a lullaby. Give me a lullaby. A lullaby on 24th and Mission Street. How many? This will wake you up.
Well, for a lullaby, you have a great way of adding a lot of fun even to a lullaby.
Oh, well.
I have to wonder what you were like as a child. Were you a little more reserved being a Brit and all?
It's a myth, that, I do believe. Maybe the old ladies who drink tea and have poodles are more reserved, but the younger generation are wild. No, I'm not. I think that I just was fun-loving and enjoyed playing. And children enjoy playing, and maybe I tried to be cool for a moment when I was about 18, 19, or 13 particularly. And then I realized that I wasn't cool, I was a big nerd, and that's all right. So I just play on and find people who play with me, and kids actually really enjoy my music, I think maybe because it's playful and I'm not scared to play. And there are a lot of adults actually who start playing too. So it's for big kids and little kids, my music.
I know my daughter's 5 years old. I had your CD on in the car, and she said, "Mommy, I love her music. Her sound is fun." Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And you find enough toys to play with too.
Yes, we've been doing some kids shows too. They just happened out of, coincidence, but or chance, but they've been going really well too. So, and they love. I have a box of tricks at the end, and I open it, and everyone dives in and gets all different funny instruments, particularly world instruments. I love music, world music, and have traveled around a lot picking up grooves and picking up all funny little instruments. So kids love that. So.
Great. Play something else for us.
Well, one place that I didn't really pick up that many instruments was in Orlando, Florida. And I went to a party, met all sorts of people at the party who worked for theme parks. And I met this woman who was a teacup. It was her job to be a teacup. Chip the Teacup in The Beauty and the Beast. I was excited about this, but she said she'd been doing the job too long. It was very hot in the Florida sunshine, wearing this teacup outfit. Sometimes she'd keel over and faint. And it was not allowed to ruin the illusion. She was not allowed to unzip. I thought this was quite shocking. She just had to look at the world through a little grate. So if she did keel over in the heat of the day, the spoon had to drag her off. And she introduced me to her friend. It was a long party. I met a lot of them. And this is a true story that her friend told me, and this goes out to anyone who's ever worked for a theme park. When she came down to Orlando, she was only just 18. Got a room in a condo complex and a job inside her childhood dream. And she started as a teacup, and she made friends with the spoon. And the theme park was an oyster, for her eyes were wider than the moon. And through the little window she observed the human race. If she towed the line, maybe one day they might even let her show her face. And at last her hopes were answered, even though she couldn't speak. But she got very good at mime, 6 shows a day, 6 days a week. But the rules and regulations were no roller coaster ride, and the Magic Kingdom wasn't quite so magic looking from the inside. It was boiling in that costume, and that little boy was out of order. It wasn't her fault that 17 tourists caught it all on camcorder. The day that Snow White, the day that Snow White, the day that Snow White said the F word. It's true, it's a true story. Because his name was Alexander, he was here on holiday. He'd done all the rides and he'd had enough of his little sister who was in the way. 2 cherry colas later, he began to realize that the people in those furry suits were great to terrorize. And being the little angel that he was right from the start, he could tell the sex of the ones inside by squeezing particular parts. Maybe he'd had far too much sugar. Then again, maybe not. All I know is Snow White was underpaid, unsatisfied, and hot. It was against the job description, was in the local late night news. Yeah, but I would have done the very same thing if I was in her shoes. And the popcorn stopped, the ice cream melted, the hot dog lips of the supervisor curled, jaws dropped, eyes popped, and all the 7 dwarfs went, "You go, girl." The day that Snow White, the day that Snow White, the day that Snow White, sing along, said the F word. You can sway too. When I went down to Orlando, they let me in for free, 'cause I'm friendly with a teacup who's been working there since '93, and I stood in line to go upside down under butterfly belly skies. I went from Mexico down to Morocco, and in Paris, France, had a plate of French fries. All the people spending until all the money gone. Sitting in this bubble, I started to wish I'd been there on the day that Snow White, the day that Snow White, the day that Snow White said the F word. She 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 said the F word. That's a children's favorite, actually. I can't tell you how many come up and say, out of all the songs I do about sheep and tadpoles and all sorts, they're like, please do the F-word songs, oh please, like little ones. It's always the favorite. Maybe that'll be your daughter's favorite now.
We'll have to try that one out on her. Well, you've played all over, Zoe. Recently you played Kerrville.
Yes, that was excellent. I was lucky enough to win New Folk last year and got invited back to play the main stage. So I just had an amazing time, had some amazing musicians jamming with me, and was up there in front of thousands. It was a lovely feeling. And I'm going to play a few other folk festivals this year too. And done quite well with this. I was Falcon Ridge Folk Festival favourite too. Not last year, the year before, and I got to play the main stage of that last year too. So.
Fantastic. Things are really going your way. Main stage at NERFA,
Yeah.
Kerrville,
Yeah, it's
and
happening.
Falcon Ridge.
It's
Awesome.
happening, yeah, and I'm playing the Ottawa Folk Festival, which I've heard is a great one, and I think I really enjoyed playing to a Canadian audience. I'm looking forward to that. So, and I go back to England quite a lot and perform there too.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, it's fun. I love to travel all around. I mean, it's a good job, because that's what my job is.
You pick up some great inspiration wherever you go.
Thank you. I love anything with a bit of groove, you know, and jazz, of course.
You know, looking at you, I think that we as Americans are a little bit more reserved than, generally.
I don't want to speak for a nation. I don't know. In Provincetown, if you come and visit us in Provincetown,
Okay.
Cape Cod, I wouldn't say reserved and Provincetown necessarily goes
Okay.
together. But
It's great. Put a little spunk in our lives.
Yeah.
We need it.
oh, laugh. Take it easy. Enjoy life. I know the world is scary enough sometimes, and it's nice to, I don't know, sing happy songs every now and then. I think it's very good for you. And you know, I love nature as well. Is a great tonic. Me and Roxanne were talking in the car about that. If you're feeling terribly sad, nature will perk you up. And in Cape Cod, I often walk in between the sand dunes, and I found a huge puddle full of tadpoles. You know, and maybe you've collected tadpoles. I'm sure your son has, and maybe your daughter too. I used to always collect them. Well, anyway, the puddle got smaller and smaller as the summer got hotter and hotter, and of course there was a black congealed mass that I took home one day to try and save. To cut a long story short, frogs were all over my kitchen sink the next morning. Taught me not to muddle with nature. Because I took a bottle full of tadpoles home in an old jam jar. Now I sit here wondering where the dang things are. Because they grew legs and lost their tails and hopped right out of sight. When I took a tadpole puddle home, I realized just how much things can change overnight. Yeah. I saw a caterpillar crawling up an old scrub pine. Rather prickly, awfully tickly, yeah, but I don't mind. I really should have left her on that tree, I suppose, 'cause she flew away on a brand new day, and now I got holes in all my clothes. Everything is possible, although it's unbelievable, but absolutely anything could happen soon. Said the ugly duckling, said that little engine, said the bubble to the red balloon, to the red balloon. Oh, if I was a postcard, I'd send myself to you. If you were the wallpaper, I'd like to be the glue. I didn't know you yesterday, but now look how lucky I am, 'cause I like you much more than there are tulips down in old Amsterdam. I saw a little milkweed pod floating in the air. I said, "Excuse me, where are you going?" It replied, "Everywhere. I'm invited by the sky and I'm delighted by the rain. When I land, I'll rest a while and then I'll grow and blow away again." Everything is possible, although it's unbelievable, that absolutely anything could happen soon. Said the ugly duckling, said that little engine, said the bubble to the red balloon, to the red balloon. Oh, 'cause I took a puddle full of tadpoles home in an old jam jar. Now I sit here wondering where the dang things are. They grew legs and lost their tails and hopped right out of sight. When I took a tadpole puddle home, when I took a tadpole puddle home, when I took a tadpole puddle home, I realized just how much things can change overnight. Yeah.
I suppose we should let folks know how to get in touch with you, Zoe.
That would be lovely.
Here's a copy of one of her albums. She's got 3 out.
Yes, I have Fishbone, Wishbone, Funnybone, the latest one. The one before is called Sheep, which, for personal reasons, I worked on a sheep farm before you get naughty. And before that, Full of Far Away is the one before. And I'm also working on a new one, and it's going to be Small is Tremendous. You should check out the website, zoelewis.com. You can find them all there.
Very good. And as we mentioned before, that Roxanne Layton, you can also link to her site. And she has her CD, The Sound of Christmas Winds. And absolutely gorgeous on the recorder. I've never heard such richness, and you're so adept with it. Can you tell me, you've had a couple different recorders. Can you tell me a little bit
I
about them?
haven't played this one yet. This is an alto. This is a soprano. This is a tenor. This is a sopranino. And there's a bass that I didn't bring. And there's one smaller than this, but no one really plays it. And there's larger ones.
You're going to move the top from
I'm
me
going to
and
play
then
this one next.
Now, on your CD, you mentioned that you play 4 parts, so you're playing all 4 of those recorders.
All 4.
At the same
Yeah,
time,
not
of course.
yeah. I couldn't do that at the same time. I did track over track. Yeah.
She can play through her nostril, though.
Yes.
But
I
won't
found
make you
out
do
that
it.
I could do that, and
But
yeah.
then you could play 3 at one time, almost, if you had enough fingers. I mean, just a thought.
True.
Would you like another tune?
We would love another tune.
Roxanne absolutely shines, and this is a good dancing one. I can see everyone's in the mood for a little jig. This is one
Dance with
on the
audience
ukulele,
members.
and it's an ode to a good cup of tea. How long have we got left?
We have, it appears to be 2.5 minutes.
Let's
Perfect.
play a tea song. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know where home is anymore. The road's a lonely place to be. I'm miles away, but I'm back in a jiffy when I'm putting on a cut for a nice cup of tea. When no one wants to talk about weather for hours and hours and hours with me, there's a sunny spell all of a sudden when I'm putting on a cut for a nice cup of tea. Cup of tea, nothing like a proper cup of nice, nostalgic and necessary. Cup of tea, nothing like a proper cup of gimme, 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 gimme. Take it. Oh, oh. Yeah. When the world I carry breaks my back and my soul's as heavy as can be, I get my bounce back just like a tiger when I'm putting on a cat for a nice cup of tea. Woo, woo, yeah. When the only one who likes the taste of my on toast is me, and no one gets my sense of humor when I'm putting on a cat for a nice cup of tea. Yeah. Cup of tea, nothing like a proper cup of nice, nostalgic and necessary. Cup of tea, nothing like a proper cup of gimme, 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 gimme. Cup of tea, nothing like a proper cup of nice, nostalgic and necessary. Cup of tea, nothing like a proper cup of gimme, 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 gimme. Nothing too fancy, just a nice cup of tea. Faster still.
Yay! Awesome. Great job. Okay.
Fast enough.
That one went
Oh.
perfect.
Good.
Good
We were like,
timing and all.